As we're ready to get started with game number 2, the Mustangs are going to have Beckendam, Kuhlman, Hamilton, Marinda Killeen, Brittany Jones, and Chloe DeAngelis. And they're going to start with the substitution of Emily Clark coming in for Kuhlman. And for Arizona Christian, Jenny Thompson, Brooklyn Vanderstelt, Kayla Heaney. And in the front row, Brenna Bailey, Sydney Smith, and Mackenzie Warden. And then substituting in, Haley Warden. And she is the libero. So Arizona Christian to serve. Kayla Heaney comes into this match with a .972 serve percentage. Gets that one down. There's Beckendam, the block. DeAngelis. And it is saved by the Firestorm. And that's Mackenzie Warden, but nice pickup by Killeen. And that one's going to go down, and the point goes to Arizona Christian. Right now, the Mustangs have one junior. That is Beckendam. That's the only junior on this roster. And that's going to be a point for the Mustangs. The hit was by Brittany Jones, 5'11" sophomore from nearby Northridge, California. And Brittany gets her first kill of the match. Mustangs recorded 11 kills in that first game as Beckendam's serve goes into the net. So 2-1, Arizona Christian with the lead. Haley Warden serve, that's out. Line judge King Lee right there on the call. The referee tonight, Russell Coombs. Marvin Hall is the umpire. And as I said, King Lee is joined by Mark Arthur. On the right side as a line judge is Arthur. Back set to Brenna Bailey, and she hammers it down. Off of the set from Kayla Heaney. Bailey now with her third kill of the match, and it is now 3-2 Arizona Christian here in game 2. Mustangs won the first game 25-19, and that's going to be an ace. And celebrating is Mackenzie Warden, a 5'9" senior out of Phoenix. Mackenzie with her 9th ace of the season. Emily Clark, a little overpass, but it is saved by Beckendam, and then the hit into the net by Brittany Jones, and now Arizona Christian with a 5-2 lead here in game 2 over the Mustangs. Mackenzie Warden to serve. Clark to Gwynn. And a carry is going to be called against the Mustangs. Cassidy Ngangan. She is a freshman, so pardon me as I am learning her name as well as everybody else. And a timeout called by Alan Vince of the Mustangs. 6-2. The Mustangs trailing Arizona Christian here in game 2. Sarah Oskam has stayed from the Bobby Blanken regime, if you will. She is the assistant coach to Alan Vince. Seth Ahlstrom and Bethany Henslin are the assistants for Jennifer Denham. And Denham in her 3rd season as the one and only coach the Firestorm have had in their existence. Firestorm drawing quite a bit, as you can imagine, from Arizona, but they also have 5 different players from out of Arizona, including a couple of California girls. Brenna Bailey from Chula Vista and Toria Siemens, who we have not seen yet, a 6-foot middle blocker, a freshman from Bakersfield, California. About an hour and 15 minutes to the north of us here in Santa Clarita. So as we come out of the timeout, 6-2 Arizona Christian with the lead. Mackenzie Warden with the serve. Beckendam, the quick set to Brittany Jones, and she hammers it down for her 2nd kill of the match. And Jones will go back to serve. Set was to Jenny Thompson. Back set this time to Childs. Blocked. Beckendam popping it up. Both Kuhlman and Childs, I think, took a swing at it. Might have been Kuhlman with the hit. That's going to be Bailey. Outside to Gangan, and that's going to be a block. Third block of the match. Or check that, excuse me. The first block of the match for Arizona Christian. 7-3, they lead. That one goes over the net, finds an empty spot on the court, and Arizona Christian with their biggest lead here of game 2, 8-3. The Mustangs won game 1, 25-19. They led throughout game 1, so finding themselves behind and continuing to fall back, and that one is going to be out, and now it is a 6-point lead, 9-3 for Arizona Christian behind the serving of Brenna Bailey, 5'11 junior. That's good. Another ace. Seven-point lead. Second ace of the match for Arizona Christian. Quick set to Kuhlman, and she hammers it down. Second kill to go with one block for Ashley Kuhlman. Marinda Killeen checks into the game. She's coming in for Allison Child. Killeen, a 5'7 sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona. That's Jenny Thompson. Picked up by Clark, and that ball is going to hit the stanchion. So that's going to be a point for Arizona Christian. Back to a 7-point lead for the Firestorm. 11-4 here in game 2. Brooklyn Vanderstelt to serve. Killeen, the quick set. And the point for the Mustangs. Kuhlman once again. Sydney Hamilton checks into the back row. Chloe DeAngelis comes into the front row. They're going to replace Cassidy and Gangan and Olivia Gwynn. And Hamilton to serve. Set comes to the near side, and that's good. Sydney Smith with the kill. Her 4th of the match. She and Mackenzie Warden with the team high of 4 kills in this match for Arizona Christian. Allison Child has 4 for the Mustangs. It's 12-5. And it was Kuhlman, or check that, that was DeAngelis. Quick set for Kuhlman, and it's down. Ashley Kuhlman, number 4, to cut the lead to 6. Kuhlman really coming into her own, averaging 2.5 kills per game and a hitting percentage of .301 so far this season, 5th in the conference. And that one's going to go off of Hamilton. A point for the Firestorm, 13-6, back to a 7-point lead. Kayla Heaney checks back in for a settle, and Heaney will go back to serve. That one goes into the net, and it's going to go out. Nice attempt by Emily King as it hits the net and just drops. 8-point lead is the largest of the game for Arizona Christian as they are climbing their way back into this match. Killeen with the set. DeAngelis with the hit. And we're going to have someone into the net. For Arizona Christian, I believe that, I thought they said 20, but I believe they may have actually said 2, Haley Warden. So the point goes to the Mustangs, 14-7. Back set for Sydney Smith, saved by Beckendam. And now Emily Clark gives the Firestorm a free opportunity, blocked! Brittany Jones combining with Chloe DeAngelis. Lead is 6. Beckendam to serve. The only thing Brenna Bailey can do is just knock it over. There's a block once again. Sydney Smith and Brenna Bailey combining for the block for the Firestorm. That's their second of the match. And it's back to a 7-point lead. Haley Warden serving. Emily Clark just getting enough of a piece of it. Then she pops it over. Free play for the Firestorm. Back setting. Off the block of DeAngelis is the kill by Brenna Bailey. Bailey now with 4 kills. Firestorm spreading out their kills. Mackenzie Warden leads the team with 5, but Bailey, Sydney Smith, and Jenny Thompson each with 4. Back setting to Child, blocked by the Firestorm. Beckendham to Jones. That one's out. The hit was by Mackenzie Warden. So 16-9, Firestorm with the lead. As Cassidy and Gangan comes into the match to replace Sydney Hamilton, and going back to serve, Chloe DeAngelis. And some miscommunication on the part of the Firestorm. Cuts the lead to 6 now, 16-10. Firestorm with the lead here in game 2. Back setting, that's saved by Jones. Another back set. This is Child. Opportunity for the Mustangs, and there's another block, the third of the match. Brooklyn Vanderstelt and Brenna Bailey combining on the block. Back to a 7-point lead as Olivia Gwynn checks in. Chloe DeAngelis comes out. And serving for the Firestorm will be Mackenzie Warden. Beckenham, a quick set to Jones. Overpass. And Gangan with the hit. Now an opportunity for the Mustangs. Beckenham, the set to Gangan. But it is saved in the backcourt. That was Mackenzie Warden, and hammered down by Jenny Thompson. Back to an 8-point lead, and the emotion is high here at Bross Court for the Firestorm, and that's going to force Alan Vince to call his second timeout of this game. 18-10, the Firestorm lead here in Game 2. Head coach Alan Vince for the Mustangs in his first year. Played for 3 years at UCLA and helped the Bruins to a runner-up finish for the national championship in NCAA Division I in 2005. Coach Vince doesn't like to talk about it, but the Bruins lost to Pepperdine in that one. He was an all-conference selection that year. After graduating from UCLA, he joined the U.S. men's national team and trained in Colorado Springs under Olympic gold medalist coach Hugh McCutcheon. He also played professionally in Latvia, Argentina, and Puerto Rico. He's also a member of the Professional Beach Volleyball Association from 2006 to 2007. Then he began coaching in earnest. Coming out of the timeout, 18-10, Arizona Christian with the lead. Back setting to Child. It's good. Child now with number 5. She leads the Mustangs in kills. As Ashley Kuhlman checks back in, she's going to replace Emily Clark. And Brittany Jones to serve. Great floating serve, tough to handle. And that's just going to fall for a point for the Mustangs. The lead was 8. It is now down to 6, 18-12. Mustangs need a rally to get themselves back into this game. Tough set, so an opportunity for the Mustangs. Beckenham, quick set to Kuhlman. And that's going to go off of Brenna Bailey. And the third consecutive point for the Mustangs. They cut the lead to 5. Bailey with the hit, saved by Beckenham. Good dig, we should be saying. Now Beckenham just pops it over. Set coming to the near side to Thompson, off of Gwynn, and it goes about 10 rows back up into the stands. Haley Settle comes back in as the setter. 5'10 freshman from Flagstaff. She'll go to the front row as Kayla Heaney goes to the bench. Served by Brenna Bailey. Bailey just pops it over, and it's out. Point for the Mustangs, 19-14. As Marinda Killeen checks back in, Child will have a seat. Killeen, a 5'7 sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona. Allison Child, a 6'1 sophomore from Shingle Springs, California. Killeen to serve. Thompson blocked by Beckendam. Now a free opportunity for the Mustangs. Killeen, the back set to Beckendam. She's got it. Number 2 for Beckendam. She's got 11 assists and leads, is second on the team to Emily Clark in this match with 3 digs. Emily Clark with 5. Killeen to serve again. And that's going to be an ace for Clark. Cuts the lead to 3. And now Jennifer Dunham is going to call a timeout for the Firestorm. So as we come out of the timeout, 19-16. Arizona Christian with the lead here in game 2, but the Mustangs are serving. Marinda Killeen with the serve. Good serve. This is Thompson, saved by Killeen. Beckendam to set to the outside to Ngangan. And a quick dump. Saved by Killeen, but it's going to go out. So that's a great play by Haley Settle. Finding the empty court. The freshman out of Flagstaff, Arizona. 20-16. Firestorm with the lead. Killeen, a quick set to Kuhlman. And she's going to knock Brenna Bailey onto her backside with that hit. Back to a 3-point difference. Sydney Hamilton comes into the match, replacing Cassidy Ngangan. And so Hamilton to serve. She, of 20 aces coming into this match, leading the Mustangs in aces. Thompson into the corner. Killeen with the save. Beckendam off the block. Point Mustangs. 2-point lead. At one point in this match, Arizona Christian, I should be clear, in this game. 1 point in this game, Arizona Christian led by 8. Now it's 2, 20-18. Blocked! Beckendam and Kuhlman, and it's a 1-point difference. The hit was by Sydney Smith. (2019) Out. That was close. So the Firestorm back up by 2. Jenny Thompson, 5'9 freshman from Phoenix. .854 serve percentage to serve. Killeen, a quick set to Kuhlman, and it's back to 1. Kuhlman with 6 kills in the match. Looking to tie it are the Mustangs with this rally. They've got an opportunity. Here's Killeen to Kuhlman, or check that was DeAngelis. The quick dump. Oh, collision between DeAngelis and Killeen. See if they're okay. They're still soldiering on. That one's going to be out, and we've got a tie. And I look at Killeen going to DeAngelis. Are you okay? You okay? And she said, yeah, I'm fine. But they hit head-to-head. 21 all. Overpass. Another overpass. Dump. Block. Point. Mustangs. They got the lead. This is a great character game for the Mustangs. They were down by 8. They win game 1, 25-19, and now here in game 2, they take the lead for the first time, 22-21, and Coach Denham for the Firestorm calls a timeout. Mustangs looking to take a 2-0 lead in this best 3 out of 5 match. And back to serve Ashley Coleman, one of 2 seniors for the Mustangs. And that's going to be an overpass. And that's going to be a point. Mackenzie Warden taking advantage of that overpass. And it ties the game at 22. As Settle will come out. Kayla Heaney will come in. Heaney, first thing she does, goes into her front row. She's going to be the setter in this offense for the Firestorm, and she goes right to her front row and communicates. Emily King with the set for DeAngelis. That block's going to go out, and the Mustangs take a 1-point lead. Child now comes in for Killeen as Beckendam goes back to serve. 23-22, Mustangs with the 1-point lead. Close serve. And that one goes on the outside of the net. And I have to point out, great job by King Lee as he put himself, the linesman, puts himself in position to see that call. Game point. And a free opportunity for the Mustangs. Back set to Child. Picked up backcourt by Jenny Thompson. Quick set to Jones. Now we're going to try DeAngelis. Picked up again by Mackenzie Warden. And that one they hit by Bailey. Goes off the block. And the point to the Firestorm. So we are at game point again for the Mustangs, but the Firestorm to serve to try to get it to 24. Beckendam back set to Child, block out. Game goes to the Lady Mustangs. They come from behind. They trailed by 8 here in game 2, and then the Mustangs come from behind to pull out a 25-23 win. We're going to take a break. When we return, will it be the third and decisive game of this match? The Mustangs lead 2-0.